Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's weekly market view for Monday, the 29th of April to Friday, the 3rd of May, 2024. My name is Vishal. Let's get started. All right, so let's start with the Nifty monthly chart. And as we can see that, in fact, today has been a super rally day for the Nifty. We have closed 223 points to the upside. Monthly chart is only showing one movement, and that is to the upside. If you look at the weekly chart, we had this gap level here now, and the gap has been filled, and the prices have now moved deep inside this gap level. But remember, we are still in a very, very strong uptrend. We are still playing out from this level of demand. And now if you go on to the daily chart, this is your weekly level. And this is that daily supply zone. So I do get a feeling that probably the supply zone is not going to hold. It's going to break eventually, and we are going to probably move towards the higher levels. If you can see the open interest now, the open interest is close to around 23,000 on the call side, and on the put side, it's 22,500. It seems like the market wants to create a strong support around this 22,500 area and start pushing more towards 23,000. So for this week, the range that we are going to be looking at on the Nifty is going to be between 23,000 and 22,500 for this week's expiry. Let's move on to the Bank Nifty chart now. Let's start off with the monthly chart first. So on the Bank Nifty chart, we have made a all-time high on the monthly chart. If you go on to the weekly chart, we have broken that level of the pro gap supply, and now we have created this new rally-based rally. And on the daily chart also, we have shown a very, very strong move to the upside. So today, Bank Nifty has moved up by close to around 1,223 points. And it seems like the trend is pretty much intact, which is in one direction, which is to the upside. Now, if you look at the open interest levels on the Bank Nifty, we have 50,000, which is a significant round number. And it is the market is just a few 600, 700 points away from that round number. So we might see some kind of a selling pressure coming in at this 50,000 round number, maybe some profit booking coming in just because of the psychological round number. But we can also see that 47,000 is also acting as a strong support. So for this week on the Bank Nifty, we will expect to see the Bank Nifty moving between 47,000 and 50,000 for this week's expiry. Let's move on to the next index. Let's look at Nifty Financial Services. And if you look at Nifty Financial Services, starting from the monthly chart first. So let's start with the monthly chart. So Nifty Financial Services has also made an all-time high. We have a break of this level to the upside. So we're going to remove this now. And on the open interest front, 21,400 to 22,000 is going to be a close area to watch out for. So we might expect the prices to be moving in between 22,000 and 21,400 odd levels on the Fin Nifty for this week. Let's move on to the next index, which is the Mid Select or the Mid Cap Index. Let's load that on the price chart. Okay, so let's have a close look at the monthly chart first. And let's start with the, So on the monthly chart, a lot of positivity because all the indices are pushing to the upside. No close level of demand here on the mid cap index. We are coming into an area of tested supply zone. But like I said, that if the other indices tend to break out, then more or less this will also eventually break out. So we are in this tested area. And what is interesting to see right now is that in the supply zone, we see this 11,000 put strike price, which is having the highest open interest. So if this 11,000 price level holds, then the prices might continue to move up, and eventually there's a likelihood that this supply zone will also get taken out and markets on the mid cap select will move towards 11,200. So for this week, we can expect to see the mid-cap Nifty to be range bound within the 200-point zone from 11,000 odd levels to 11,200 odd levels. Let's now move from the world of the indices to the world of currencies. So let's look at USD INR. Let's see what the USD INR is stacking up for us. So currently the the INR market is open. So we have another 1 hour to go before it shuts. Let's see what the monthly chart of the USD INR is telling us. So the USD INR is also moving strongly to the upside. We had a little bit of consolidation, and this is that weekly consolidation that we were talking about. Prices did come down into this level of daily demand and give a strong move to the upside. But if you look at the open interest now, the open interest is at 83 odd levels on the put side and 83.75 on the call side. This means that 83 level is going to act as a strong support and 83.75 level is going to act as a strong resistance. So for this week, we might expect the USD INR to be range bound between 83 odd levels to 83.75 odd levels. All right, now let's quickly have a look at the heavyweight stocks. So we'll start off first with HDFC Bank. And so although Bank Nifty has rallied today, let us, So if you look at the monthly chart of HDFC Bank, we had a nice rotation and now prices are moving to the upside. There could be a level of supply within this pivot here, and we might have to investigate a little bit on the weekly chart. So you can see over here very closely that within the weekly we have this supply zone, and if HDFC Bank has to move up, then 1640 could be a good area to take some profits if you are long over here. Right, now let's look at the daily chart. And on the daily chart, we are holding on to this level of demand 1508 to 1480. This was a level also plotted last week. And what is the open interest data telling us? The open interest data is telling us that HDFC Bank has room to move towards 1600 odd levels. And to the downside, we have support at 1400 odd levels. So these are the key levels to watch out for HDFC Bank for the coming week. 1400 to the downside and 1600 to the upside. Let's look at the next stock, which is Reliance. So if you look at Reliance closely from the monthly perspective, it is consolidating, no clear level of demand. If you look at the weekly chart, again consolidation, the weekly demand is at 2787, so slightly below the current price action. But if you look at the daily chart, we've had this rally-based rally and also this rally-based drop. And right now, the open interest is telling us that the 3000 odd level is going to be a little bit of a difficult level for Reliance to cross to the upside, because every time the price has gone towards this level, it has faced stiff resistance. To the downside, we have 2800. So again, a difference of nearly 200 points between the two levels. So it'll be interesting to see if Reliance remains range bound between 2800 and 3000 odd levels for the month of May expiry. All right, let's move on now to an IT stock. So let's have a look at Infosys. So let's start off with the monthly chart on Infosys. And if you look at the monthly chart of Infosys, we are bouncing off a monthly level of demand. And I already pointed out this level to you guys, and I've been talking about this level 1392 to 1350. So we are seeing a little bit of a bounce coming on to this level. Where can we see Infosys moving on from here? We could possibly see Infosys first coming close to the 1500 target, since the 1400 is going to be acting as a support now. So it's less likely that Infosys will crack 1400 and start moving down. it's more or less likely that it might start moving to the upside because this is higher time frame demand. So the first target we see on Infosys is around 1500, and we do have a supply zone situated here as well. So it'll be a nice confluence to see that the open interest and the supply zone are lining up together. And in case if the 1500 level breaks, the next target on Infosys will be 1543 to 1577. So keep a close watch on Infosys as it is likely to move towards those levels sooner or later. All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this week's analysis. If you do like our analysis for the week, please click on the like button and do become a member of our Sher Khan Education YouTube channel. And if you do have any comments, do mention to them in the comment section. See you all next week. Have a great trading week. We are all aware that this Wednesday is our trading holiday. So Thursday and Friday are going to be trading days. So just make sure that you are putting a proper stop loss in place. Trade safe, trade well, and see you all next week. Bye-bye.
This should not be treated as a recommendation. Please conduct your own analysis or consult a financial advisor before investing.